Have you ever noticed how some people can walk into a room and, without saying a single word, capture everyone's attention? They don't need to be the loudest. They don't need to tell jokes, brag about their achievements, or dominate the conversation. There's just something about them, a presence, a magnetism, a silent power. Today, we're going to uncover the hidden secrets behind that kind of attraction. Not the surface level tricks, but the deep psychological principles that make someone unforgettable. If you truly understand and practice these, you can change the way people see and respond to you without ever having to say a word. 1. Silence, the most underrated tool of attraction. We live in a world that's loud. Everyone's rushing to speak, to post, to be seen. But here's a truth most people overlook. Silence speaks louder than noise. When you're not constantly filling every pause with chatter, you create space. Space for intrigue, space for curiosity, space for others to lean in. Think about it. When someone responds to a compliment with a smile and a pause instead of instantly saying thank you, it changes the dynamic. That pause makes the moment linger. It shows confidence. It suggests depth. It makes people want to know more. Powerful people don't rush. They know the value of a pause. Silence doesn't mean shyness, it means control. 2. Eye contact, your most powerful nonverbal language. Have you ever locked eyes with someone and instantly felt something stir? Eye contact is one of the most primal, intimate forms of communication, and yet, most people either avoid it or overdo it. The key is intentional eye contact, not staring, not glancing away nervously, but holding someone's gaze with calm confidence. When you look someone in the eye and stay present, it shows self-assuredness. It says, I'm not afraid to be seen, and I see you too. But even more than that, it creates a subtle emotional bond. When used naturally, it can say everything without saying a thing. 3. Emotional contrast, the art of mystery. People are emotional creatures. We crave connection, excitement, tension, resolution. That's why one of the most attractive things you can do is create emotional contrast. What does that mean? It means not being one note. It means being warm at times, then slightly distant at others. Playful, then composed. Present, then slightly unavailable. That shift, the unpredictability, keeps people emotionally engaged. It mirrors the rhythm of real life. You're not putting on a show, you're showing range. You become a person worth figuring out. And in today's world, mystery is magnetic. 4. The magic of subtle touch. Physical contact, when used sparingly and thoughtfully, is an incredibly powerful tool of attraction. Now, let's be clear, we're not talking about being overly physical or making someone uncomfortable. Quite the opposite. We're talking about the gentle brush of a hand, the friendly tap on the shoulder, the light touch on the back as you move through a doorway. These small moments of physical connection, when done naturally, create a spark. They say, I'm present with you. They build comfort, familiarity, and yes, sometimes even desire. But the real key? Don't overuse it. Let touch be rare. Because when it's rare, it's remembered. 6. Be authentically you and watch what happens. Let's talk about authenticity. It's become a buzzword lately, but true authenticity, genuine, unfiltered presence, is rare. And it's powerful. People are drawn to those who aren't trying to impress, to please, or to win approval. When you stop seeking validation and simply show up as you are, flaws, quirks, and all, you radiate something few others do. Confidence without ego. It's not about trying to be the best. It's about being real. And that level of honesty is not just attractive, it's refreshing. 7. Selective interest, why less is more. Here's something counterintuitive. If you want to be more interesting, stop being interested in everyone. Sounds harsh, right? But think about this. When someone gives their full attention to everyone, it no longer feels special. But when you're selective, when you show interest only in those who genuinely intrigue you, it creates meaning. Your attention becomes valuable, scarce, desired. So don't be afraid to be choosy with your time and energy. It shows self-worth, and self-worth is magnetic. 8. Take control of the pace. In every interaction, there's a rhythm, a tempo. And the person who controls the tempo, who decides when to speak, when to pause, when to move on, is often the one who leads.